What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the video by Helmet 49ers podcast. I'm your host, JT. My coach is my dad.
Good to be here, JT.
First over to like,
And subscribe!
cue the intro music. So, it's late at night, and we're doing a free agency podcast since a lot just happened.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of stuff. Today's Monday. It's the first day of, what do you call that?
Free agency or
Well,
legal
tampering.
Yeah.
Yes, legal tampering. Yeah, so a lot of stuff has happened. Nothing is official yet because it's not officially free agency, which is Wednesday. Today is Monday, but a lot has happened. What has happened, JT?
Well, I want
Big
to
night of
mention
news.
the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Colton McKivitz got a 1-year deal or like 1-year extension.
Oh, yeah, that happened a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
that was like right after we made our other podcast.
Big news. Yeah, 1 year. How much again?
7 million, 4.5 million guaranteed.
Okay. So I heard he was getting about maybe 3.5 for this coming season. So we're talking another 7 million or so for next season. So averaging about 5 million per year. Not too bad, huh? Is it?
Yeah.
For a starting tackle. But the thing is, does this mean that he is our starting tackle moving forward? Or is this just locking him up for maybe backup duty or possibly moving him to right guard if we ever get a better tackle?
Yeah, because Niners haven't signed Feliciano yet.
I wish we could secure that guard spot and then start working on center and right tackle and stuff, That would be nice. But 5 million average a year is not too bad. So give a little extra money since this guy's starting and not getting paid much. It's okay. It's not bad. What do you think about it?
I don't really like it because I feel like he would be better at right tackle, and just because he's like according to PFF above average, and we're paying him starter money, and I don't want him to be a starter still though.
Okay, you want to upgrade
Yes.
McKivitz, so giving him more money seems like they're locking him in to be the starter. Hopefully, that amount is just to, say thanks. We're going to keep you around, maybe a swing tackle if we replace you and you can play left or right tackle, backup. Maybe that is it. We'll have to see what happens in the draft and further down the line with free agency. All right, cool. So there was big news happening that happened, I think, last night. You told me about it first, I think, and big news.
Yeah, very sad.
Yeah.
Arik Armstead got released.
Well, not officially yet, I think.
Yeah,
but yeah, they announced that he will be released. When, I don't know. There's that whole new league year, which is happening June 1st.
Yeah. Wait, I thought it was like, is it June 1st? I thought it was like March.
No. No, let me see. In June. No. June 1st is usually the league new year. So I think they were going to they announced his release his release, but he won't be released probably not until June 1st or after that, post June 1st basically, because it'll be spread out. The dead cap money will be spread out within 2 years instead of all hitting on this year. So who knows? They might release him before that, but that wouldn't be too good. We would take a big hit in dead cap money this off season. So I doubt that would happen. But we would save some money, right?
$17.8 million. A lot.
If he was released in June. Yeah, $17.8 million we would save. We would have some dead cap money. It was reported to be $10.3 million if he's released post June 1st. So, yeah. See, I was thinking that might happen. I never mentioned it, I guess, on the podcast, but I talked to you about it before. That maybe Armstead would be a person that might be cut because, well, he's making a lot of money and he's been hurt, and we need to shave some money off of the cap and stuff. So, kind of makes sense. Kind of sad because he's been with us so long. He's the longest tenured 49er. He's been there the longest. That's on the team right now. So, and he's been a captain. Walter Payton, Man of the Year nominee.
I think the next Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee for the Niners is going to be Fred Warner.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So there is a chance he might.
Also, there's a new captain spot. Who is going to be? Probably Christian McCaffrey.
That'd be great.
Or Nick Bosa.
Yeah, that'd be great too. Dang. Yeah. So there is a chance that he might come back, Armstead, if he doesn't get a great deal, a good deal out in the free agent market, because he'll be a free agent after this, right? After we release him. And if he doesn't, maybe he'll come back. I don't know. Yeah, they asked, right? They asked to restructure.
Yeah, but he said no. I heard it was a big decrease to his current money.
Yeah, he's restructured a few times his contract. I don't know if he lost any money. Maybe he did a little bit. Usually they push things to signing bonuses, and which is good for the player. They get more money up front, guaranteed. Extend out the contract, help us with the salary cap. But anyways, all right. So Arik Armstead will probably be a goner pretty soon. What else has been happening?
Well, Fred Warner restructured his contract, and it saved $10.7 million.
Oh, that's a pretty good sum. I think we already spent that.
Yeah.
And more. Yeah, 10.7. That's all right. That's not bad. I'm glad I wonder if they restructured and added some years or just gave him some more money up front. But I wouldn't mind extending him out. He's a great player. Has a great future with us still too. So okay. All right, cool.
And also, the Niners asked Kyle Juszczyk to restructure his contract too, but we don't know if he accepted yet.
Yeah, he's getting paid a lot, right? I mean, he's been, I think, been paid the highest of all fullbacks for years and years. So, maybe some people might say he's overpaid, and he's probably been doing less and less as the years gone by. He's less of an offensive weapon and more kind of a blocking fullback. He's a great blocking fullback, and a lot of times he lines up outside, wide out like a wide receiver, and he's made some good catches this past season, man. Right? So, yeah, hopefully he will restructure, or maybe take a little reduction, stay with the team, So that's cool. All right.
And I don't know much about this guy, but Rayson Jenkins visited the Niners, or is going to visit. He's a safety from the Jaguars.
Okay. And he visited the Seattle Seahawks too, huh?
Yeah.
I got to get more stats than that guy. I've never heard of him, though. I know, and we go through the draft a lot. I don't know if he's a good safety, but we should be looking for safety. I've been looking on the draft for safeties. I think we do need a little more depth.
And Ben Bartz and Brandon Allen both re-signed for a 1-year deal.
Okay. Great. Practice squad guy.
Yeah. Hopefully Brandon Allen isn't our quarterback too, because I definitely want someone better.
You want something better? Yeah, I would agree. So he's probably the third string quarterback, backup quarterback again. All right. What else we got here? Juwan Jennings. There's some news about Juwan Jennings, right?
A second round tender, and we would pay him $4.89 million if nobody wants to get Juwan Jennings.
And if they did,
we would get a second round pick, which I kind of would take for Juwan Jennings, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not bad for Juwan Jennings. And but we do the Niners, because he's a restricted free agent. We have the right of first refusal, which means that we can match whatever contract is offered, and we get to keep him. But if we don't want to match, we'll get a second round. But because we gave a second round tender, it's worth 4.89 million. So we have to pay him that. So if he's worth it to us, and then we got to protect him with a high round pick, but it also includes a somewhat high contract rate, which is 4.89 million. Hey, he deserves it, I think. So I read that they are still in negotiations for a long-term contract with us. So that'd be even better.
Yeah. Because he's pretty underrated. Well, he doesn't make a lot of catches, but I swear half of his catches are on third downs. So clutch.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, but besides a lot of nice players, besides Arik Armstead, re-signing Charlie Warner, he left.
Arik Armstead.
Or sorry, he got released.
Oh, he's gonna get released. Yeah. Charlie Warner. What?
He signed with the Falcons on a 3-year, $12 million deal. He's not in the Niners anymore.
Mm. Yeah. Are you surprised or?
Kinda. I thought the Niners would actually get him or keep him.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna be kind of under the radar kind of a player. Not too flashy. Stats not crazy. He's not a great receiving threat. Mostly blocking, and I don't think anybody in Atlanta was part of Shanahan's, uh, you know, coaching tree. So,
Yeah, but he went there, I guess.
well, he was there. Yeah, I don't know who's over there, but now they're snatching some Niner players. I'm like, what? Okay. Oh, and you know who the quarterback is?
Kirk Cousins now.
Shanahan's favorite.
Oh, I just realized Niners didn't get him.
Signed for 180 million. Kirk Cousins did. So that boy is making some money. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So Charlie Warner's gone. Hey, I've been looking for tight ends. Kate Stover, the Ohio State tight end.
Jared Wiley.
Is that your tight end crush?
And
I got my
I
crush.
don't really like any tight ends in this
Yeah.
year's draft.
Okay. Yeah. Kate Stover. That's it. That's mine. I'm
Ben
hoping we
Sinnott?
get him. So okay, Charlie Warner gone. So all we have is Cameron Latu and Braden Willis.
And maybe Ross Dwelly.
At exactly, Ross. I think he was going to come back now. I think they're going to try and get him back because you don't know what you got with those two rookies.
Yeah. But now let's discuss the free agents that the Niners got. First, it was Leonard Floyd, who signed the Niners on a $20 million deal over 2 years.
Okay. I had to look that guy up because I kind of forgot where he was from, where he played before. Found out he was drafted by the Bears. I think number 9 overall. So he was a high draft pick from what I heard. And then he went to the Rams afterwards, and he was part. Oh, that's what I heard from John Chapman on a 49ers Rush podcast. Brandon Staley was a coach. I believe he said a linebackers coach in Chicago when Leonard Floyd was there. Then, when Brandon Staley went to the Rams to be the DC, they got Leonard Floyd over there. And now Brandon Staley is assistant coach for our Niners, and he brings Leonard Floyd over there. Just coincidence? Don't know. But I
Brandon
think
Staley's already affecting the team as an assistant head coach.
yeah, that's what he should do, I guess. have to say.
but kind of in a good way.
I hope it's in a good way. So Leonard Floyd's okay. What's his stats? Right?
10.5 sacks. That's as much as Nick Bosa last year.
Yeah, that's right. Right? And okay, so we did I got a snap count from John Chapman too. So last year's defensive line, our defensive line, Bosa had 1,022 snaps. Hargrave came in second with 775. Then Armstead with 661. Kinlaw 544. Farrell 471. And Chase Young 485. And Floyd had 627. That's a little bit over half of what Bosa had. A little more than half. But he had the same amount of sacks. What does that say?
Nick Bosa's bouncing.
Yeah, that Bosa had an off year. Yeah, maybe that's true. That's true. But Floyd did it pretty good with the limited amount of snaps he was in for whatever reason. Maybe it's his old age. I mean, how old is he? 31, 32, something like that?
Young 30s.
Yeah, 31, 32. So he's on the older side, yet he has been productive. Have you seen the stats for him
10.5 sacks.
this past year?
Yeah. It hasn't had lower than 9 sacks since 2020.
2020, yeah. 2020, he was with the Rams, and he had 10 and a half, if I remember correctly. And then, let me see this. I'm looking at the stats right now. 10 and a half in 2020, 9 and a half in 2021, 9 in 2022, and like you said, last year, 10 and a half sacks. So I heard there was only 3 people in the NFL that had 9 or more sacks in the last 4 years. Only 3 people. Myles Garrett, Hassan Reddick, and Leonard Floyd.
Impressive.
Yeah, pretty impressive, huh? Okay. And we got him for a cheap $20 million. Well, we don't know what the contract exactly is, do we?
$12 million guaranteed in his first year.
Okay. All right. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's just hope he's not like Daniel Hunter, Khalil Mack, or anything like that. He's a bargain bin free agent pass rusher that we're getting. So his PFF grade is like not great. It's 56.3, which is just kind of good.
I don't think it's good at all.
Okay, average. Okay, fair. Okay,
Below average.
Okay, below average. Okay, let's just say that 56.3, not great. He misses some tackles, so that's probably one of his worst attributes is missed tackles. I heard he had a good amount last year. So let's hope we just put him in during passing downs and stuff like that. Because the other guy that we got might be a better face down end. Who is that?
Yetur Gross-Matos.
Gross-Matos.
On a 2-year, $18 million deal. And I was kind of confused when we signed him because we paid him like starter money and we already signed Leonard Floyd and there's not going to be three defensive ends. So they're going to be rotational pieces, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So last year, Gross-Matos had 4.5 sacks, way lower than Floyd, right? But he had a better PFF grade, 65.4. He should be a better run defender than Floyd, so he'll probably play more base downs, first, second down, run downs and stuff like that.
This is too much money.
A little bit too much money for him,
yeah.
You think? Maybe he might have overpaid. I don't know. So Gross-Matos is 265 pounds compared to Floyd, which is 240. So Gross-Matos is probably hopefully better at defending the run, setting the edge and stuff like that, So I hope that's the plan. A lot of new parts to this defensive line. We don't have much left in the D line, depth for DT or defensive end. There's not much. We have to restock the cupboard. So that's That's a couple of the early signings for the Niners. Yeah. So, what do you think about him overall? What would you grade him? You think? Huh?
Grade the Leonard Floyd.
Uh huh.
At the time, I guess I give both of them a B.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. Not playing favorites. um. Yeah. I if Ghost Matos is better at the run, that's good because I looked at his sack production. It's not really that fabulous, you know. But if he's more of a run defender to help with the run, that's that's cool. I would give it a B myself. Uh, I like the sacks, of course, and that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for the other pass rusher opposite of Nick Bosa to help Nick Bosa out, right? He's been almost on his own every year since he's been with us for that D4 year. But ever since then, we've been trying to find somebody who can complement him on the other side, really close up that pocket, rush the quarterback from both sides. So now we just got to work on some maybe defensive tackles.
Yeah, I don't want to stress about the Niners starting a defensive end or defensive tackle in the first round or second.
Why are you going to stress?
Because I don't want defensive tackle.
Uh huh.
I'd rather get offensive line or cornerback.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the defensive line's already really stacked.
It is, and they keep stacking it more and more and more. So yeah, it's totally stacked. Um, but there could be somebody in defensive tackle who we can sign, right? Who could be released?
Arik Armstead? So he being released?
No, somebody that we can sign.
Oh. Oh, DJ Jones.
Yeah, there you
They're
go.
talking about like us releasing him and then signing him back.
No,
Oh,
no,
you mentioned
no.
that
I
before,
said there's a
right?
defensive tackle that we can sign, who's going to be released. But yeah, no, no. Yeah, DJ Jones, right? He'd probably be released by the Broncos, and then hopefully we have an opening. DJ Jones would like to come back to us and fill in that spot. That would be great. That would be awesome, right? Then we won't need to draft defensive tackle so early. Yeah, that should make you happy.
Yeah. But another former Niner who signed with a different team for a good amount of money is Aziz Al-Sire.
Oh, okay. He went with the. Oh yeah, that's right. Texans, right?
With the Miko Ryans.
All
3 years,
right.
34 million.
Okay. Speaking of X 49ers going somewhere else, or Niners going somewhere else, Kinlaw. That just came through, right? Not too long ago today.
Yeah, he signed a 1 year deal with the Jets.
Ah, those Jets, the Texans.
Yeah.
Familiar people, huh?
I
D'Amico
mean,
Ryans and Robert
I
Sala.
don't think Robert Sala teach did he?
Well, he was. I think was he linebackers when he was here with us?
Robert Sala?
Oh no, he was DC the whole time.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. But he was. Well, yeah, Kinlaw was here, so but he wasn't D line coach. All right, so that's a lot of things happening in the first day. Well, some of this happened before, but a lot of things happened in the first day of the whole legal tampering time. More things to come. There's a lot of free agents out there. What other free agent positions you hoping the Niners will be looking at?
Offensive tackle. Oh, actually, no, defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe offensive line from depth.
Yeah, yeah. You were talking about cornerback in the draft. Maybe we can find a veteran quarterback we can sign 1 year or 2 year deal.
Davis White. Xavier Howard.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sure. Yes, yes. Yeah. So, oh, how about that guy from Nixon? I think that I
Oh, Keyshawn Nixon.
from the Packers.
Yeah.
I read that I didn't know, but I read that he was a free agent. And then since we need a returner and a cornerback, he's supposed to be a cornerback.
Is he a good one?
I just know him as a returner. I don't know, but I would love for us to sign that guy.
Also, didn't he fumble in like the divisional round against the Niners?
Yeah, I don't remember that. I like him still.
Oh,
He's
Deontay
electric.
Hardy.
Who's that?
Deontay Hardy.
Oh yeah, he's a free agent. He was from the Saints, you said?
But
Okay.
his most recent team was the Bills.
He went to the Bills?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, well, we can always find some maybe some gems in the draft. And that's what we'll be talking about later on, huh? Some draft prospects we like. Do some mock drafts coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Maybe another another podcast tomorrow, maybe, if something big happens.
Yeah. There's like big news or free agency. Yeah, we could do that, and then hopefully we'll do either a draft prospects that we like, or maybe do a mock draft 1.0 or both. Cool.
Yeah.
All
Well, that
right.
wraps it up for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.